And we're going to talk back here about the Premier League now. Because we've got 7 commentaries, haven't we, Jeanette, across 5
games.
Live and BBC Sound this weekend.
It's that stage of the season where, honestly, I don't quite know what to do with myself. It's actually horrible. It is actually horrible. And I'd rather just have it. I can't watch it. I have it on the radio and I turn it down if I hear something I don't like. I'll turn it back up if it's fine. It's too nervy for me. I can't
It's
take
the business end of the season, isn't it? It really, really is. And some of that today. Leeds match at Wolves on 5 Live. We've got Newcastle, Bournemouth over in 5 Sports Extra, and then followed with Tottenham versus Brighton at 5:30 on 5 Live. What a huge match that is for both sides. Spurs in the relegation zone, 2 points adrift of safety. Brighton are 9th, pushing for a place in Europe for them, still at the other end of the table. The Tottenham manager, Roberto De Zerbi, is impressed with the job that Fabian Hürzeler's doing at his old club, Brighton.
There are a lot of very, very good players. Fabian is working very well, and he's credit for what they are doing.
Yeah, let's speak then to the host of the Spurs Chat Podcast, Chris Cowlin, and Brighton supporter Monica Fletcher. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Callum.
Good morning.
Chris, I'm going to start with you. It's not looking great right now, is it? How are you feeling? Seems a silly question to a Spurs fan, but it's felt like a situation that for the last couple of months, a lot of people might have thought, Tottenham will get out of that, but you're still there.
Yeah, that's all I keep hearing, Callum. I think when you talk to Tottenham fans, we know that we are really in trouble, but when you talk to non-Tottenham fans, they always say, you'll get out of this, but we have only picked up 5 points in the calendar year of 2026. We are still without a win in this calendar year. We're on our worst run in the league since 1935. That's how bad things are. And as you said, we're in the relegation zone, and we've just got to, it's all down to us now. We've got to pick up points. We have to pick up points, and we have to get a win starting today against Brighton. Games are running out. We've got 6 games left, 6 cup finals. And, it's hugely important that we pick up points because everyone around us this calendar year are picking up points and showing the grit, fight and desire, because Leeds have picked up 16, Forest 15 and West Ham 18. So it's all down to us.
And the new manager in Roberto De Zerbi, in his match at Sunderland, which you lost 1-0, what did you see? Did you see anything already from that gives you hope that he can have an impact over these next few games?
Not yet. I think it's too early. And when I say that, I've just said we were running out of games, but I just feel like Thomas Frank, he should have gone a lot quicker to give a manager time to come in and embed his ideas, etc. Igor Tudor then came in to be the firefighter. So that was a waste of 44 days. And De Zerbi, of course, has got these remaining games. But I just hope that, the time that De Zerbi has spent on the training pitch in these last couple of weeks now, that we are going to see a dramatic difference and ultimately picking up the points, because we've only won 2 Premier League home games this season. And when you think that most people spend around £1,000 on their ticket, that's £500 per win so far.
That's quite a lot, I have to say, Chris. That is a big charge per win. Monica, for you guys, for Brighton, a very different thing, looking ahead of you in the table to Chelsea in 6th place. How are you assessing where you're at in the season so far?
Yeah, we've had a funny, bumpy season, really. We started well, then we had a period of, bad results. And I think there was a little bit of, has Hurtzler bitten off more than he could chew, but he's come round from that, and actually we're on a good run. So, it is looking good. I mean, Europe is there, but I think, like most fans, it's that Jeanette bit. It's all footy fans always feel gloom, don't we? And never quite sure. But I do want to say something to Chris. It's a little bit of a warning, and I know I don't want to kick a man when he's down, but it did take an adjustment period when De Zerbi joined us. I think we had 5 games without a win when he came, because he has quite a complex system, and he's very demanding. It won't click overnight. And I don't know if you heard, Callum, but he took the boys out for a posh dinner. Did you hear about this?
I did, yes.
Yeah. He took them out to a posh dinner in, where was it? The East End? Well, somewhere in London.
Mayfair.
Yeah, Mayfair, right. Well, I mean, that's a bit of a different, than a bowling night out with the boys, and it takes out to a posh restaurant. I mean, goodness gracious. We might have got a German sausage, I think, if we've got that.
I'm not sure. What would I rather have there? I mean, listen, I want to come back to Brighton then, Monica, but just on that point, Chris, that was something that came up with De Zerbi, right? That his sort of start at clubs like Brighton wasn't necessarily a fast start. Is that, how much is that in the back of your mind, or maybe the front of your mind?
Well, he come out and said as well that he's trying to keep things simple and to keep principles simple. So I don't think he's going to try and overcomplicate things. And as I said earlier, it's just about getting the win now. And he's said many times as well that this group of players, he feels confident that we are going to stay up and we are going to get wins, because when you look at this group of players, they have underperformed. Every single player needs to give absolutely more, and they need to give it all on the pitch and make sure they deliver for the fans today.
And Monica, back to Brighton lastly. It's 5 wins in 6. You said good form, really good form in the league. What has been the turning point? You mentioned there was a point in the season it was a bit rocky. What's changed? What has got you to the point where you're looking up at those European places?
I think actually, in all fairness, it's this time. We could have let him go, our manager. We could have let Fab go round about Christmas time. There were some fans calling for blood. We haven't done that. Do you know? I think that's the difference between Spurs and Brighton. We don't just chuck out our, put our managers out. So I think he's settled in. He understands the team. Our oldies have done really well, as everybody keeps talking about. So, Welbeck and Milner. Milner should be back today. I think the mixture we've got in the team, he's made it gel. So we are on a good roll. But this is another game. It's a different game, and nobody should say anyway that De Zerbi knows our team, because there's only 4 players that actually played under him. So it's a completely different team. It's a different game, and Chris, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, you may not be, but let's have a good game.
Yeah, go on then. Give us a quick prediction, Monica.
I think we might win, and I'm not going to go out for a big one, and I'm not normally arrogant like this, but I think we could win today.
Chris?
You
don't sound confident.
Chris.
Oh, bless you, Chris.
I'm just worried. I'm really worried. I really hope that we can get a win today. I think that all the flags are going to be out and the fans are going to be up for it again, but I just really do hope that we win. I really do.
All right, well, Chris Cowlin, Spurs fan, Brighton supporter, Monica Fletcher, thanks so much, guys, for coming on this morning. It will bring you, as we said, 7 Premier League commentaries across 5 Live and Sounds this weekend, starting with 2 games, 3 Leeds against Wolves and Newcastle Bournemouth over on 5 Sports Extra, and it will be followed by Tottenham's game against Brighton, that big one we've been talking about, at 5:30 on 5 Live. We're at 28 minutes past 6 right
Do you know, Callum, my son, he said to me just yesterday, he goes, but Mum, if Tottenham go down, who will be our rivals? And he was beside himself, because he didn't get it. He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
But if that happens, that changes the dynamic of quite a few things. But it's interesting viewing as a neutral, just to kind of sit there and watch and see what's happening there at Spurs. But Monica made some good points about De Zerbi. So yeah, let's see how he gets on. But disappointment for Spurs looming. However, Coventry City, they returned to the Premier League for the first time in 25 years. Their 1-1 draw at Blackburn Rovers was enough to get them their promotion. And on 5 Live, Tom Gale shared the moment when Coventry equalised late in the game.